Hi, thanks for joining me. This is the 8th episode of my health and fitness series, and in this video I am going to walk you through another one of my full body strength training session, and we are also going to talk about individuality, appearance, and how we can become our best selves. I've been giving you some analogies to reflect and ponder so that you can enjoy your fitness journey. And also in this video, I have another one of those analogies that might really hit it home for some of you. So if you want to hear all that, stick around until the very end. Let's roll the clips. Here I'm performing halos. My preferred weight is 35 pounds, and I typically do this until failure for each set, and I would do 3 sets. I get really good stretch, so I love this one. Next, moving on to cable row. I also do this with a stretch on the side, as you see here. I love that. Also 3 sets. This is an older video. Moving on to lower body, we are going to do hip abduction. And as you see here, I am pulsing. So even though I don't do a lot of weight, I would really feel this workout. And also, for the purpose of this video, I lowered the weight because I need to hold my selfie stick and I can't have good form with the heavy weight that I usually do. So I'm not always, trying to increase my weight at the gym because I know how to make things hard without increasing the weight. Moving on to hip abductor variation 2, working the inner thighs. And here I like to pulse as well. And again, I make this look super easy because I lower the weight for this video. And all of these machines that I showed you so far, I'm doing 3 sets, and each time I do it until failure. And failure is typically 10 to 12 reps. If I can do more than that, it's probably time for me to increase the weight or do more pulse. Next, moving on to seated leg curls. This one I don't pulse, but I do it super slow and I hold it when I get to the bottom. So again, I don't do a lot of weight, but I really have long time under tension. Quick note, I already walked you through my primary routine in the previous video, which I would perform twice a week. And if I make it to the gym more than 2 times in a week, I would actually do the routine that I'm showing you currently. And next we're going to move on to leg extension. Again, I focus on time under tension. I would do it until failure and 3 sets. And the last exercise, I don't have a video for it. It's dumbbell squat to shoulder press. And that's all. It would take me a little over an hour to complete. Now let's move on to talk about appearance, individuality, and how we can become our best self. Appearance is very important. It's how we see ourselves, it's how other people see us, and it's how they perceive us and treat us. The more of ourselves that we are on the external, the more we can express ourselves fully. So it's important to reach a certain level. But I think it's also important to draw a line, because if you don't draw a line, you can keep pursuing something that is not going to bring you more happiness. If you reflect often, you will know when you reach those points, and your internal victories will also play a role in not just your external achievements. As an analogy, say that you have a very well-balanced job. You can enjoy your life but also enjoy your work. At some point, say your boss comes to you and say, we're going to pay you this much more if you take on this responsibility. If that offer is going to allow you to enjoy your life even more, I think that is great. But if you already content and this offer is going to disrupt the life that you have, the life that you want, then I don't think it's something worth. It's just not something that you can buy with money. Your time and enjoyment and your experience. We have to approach our fitness in that way too. At some point, getting more muscle and looking a certain way is not going to make you happier. And if it does, I say go for it. Just remember to reflect and truly determine what you want. And also, I'm going to pull up this graph that I already shared in the 5th episode where I talk about finding balance. And just to show you again that once you're at your optimal level, it takes a lot of effort to get marginal gain, and you really have to ask yourself whether that's really worth it uh, for your fitness journey. You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, on my fitness specific journey, I would say I'm not at the top. I am at the optimal level, but if I look at my whole life, I do think I'm at the peak. And if I was at the peak on my fitness level, I don't think I would be the peak in my overall picture. So it's important to look at everything and not just one aspect of your life. Sometimes people make it seem like how hard you push yourself in the gym is equivalent to how hard you push yourself in life, but that's not even true. There are people who are mentally lazy who would push themselves physically, but mental hard work is so much more harder because you can't quantify it like you can how many weights you can lift. For all my newbies, I just want to remind you that you have to be flexible, listening to your body, reflect often, and carve out your own path. And always think about becoming your best self and not somebody else. If you think about becoming your best self, not just in the exercises that you do, but in everything that you do in life, it's how you cook, how you clean, how you walk, in everything that you do, then at some point you are never going to compare yourself to anybody because you just know that you are you and other people are other people. If you think this way, your journey is going to be smooth and you're going to be able to learn from everybody. That's all for this episode. And in the next episode, I am going to talk to you about my eating habits and my thoughts on supplements, and also what I think is the best time to work out for me personally. And I'm going to give you some general ideas as well because I've worked out in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. I've done everything. And I'm also going to give you other quirky habits of mine that will allow you to get to know me better, and I can't wait to share them. So I will see you next time. Bye.